Good morning, everybody. I hope you are all doing fantastic this Tuesday morning. Actually going to be the last stream we have for a few weeks now, because I close on my house on Monday. Woo! Close on the house on Monday, which also means that then I've got like 2 to 3 weeks of moving things into the new place, getting the internet set up, getting the desk and the streaming area set up. So there unfortunately won't be any streaming because I will be unable to stream unless I'm just streaming myself walking around town on my phone. And I do understand that some people like those IRL streams. I also understand that those are for people who have way more followers than I have, and presumably do exciting things, but I don't know because I don't watch them myself. So, no idea. But we are going to do some Darkest Dungeon today, just because I feel like watching people die and essentially it being my fault. Did a little bit of that on Sunday, as you might be able to notice by the timestamp here on our Town of Suffering playthrough. But we're going to do it today on our streaming dungeon. Unpack the internet first. Yeah, you know, that would be the ideal thing to do, but there's painting, there is some new kitchen appliances coming in, and of course I need to actually run the internet up there, because otherwise we're going to be doing all of this on Wi-Fi, which is not, one, sustainable, and two, just not a good idea. Obviously on our streaming setup we want to make sure that it's a hardwired connection, and I've got to run the cabling at the very least through a floor, if not also through a ceiling. This is a much happier town than my other one, believe it or not. So let's see where we're gonna go today. Yeah, there's more stress wherever we go. Which tells me I don't think we should go to the courtyard, because that's stressful enough. You know what I mean? In fact, if we take these people out. Yeah, we actually have a nice team right here. Let's go and do a low-level spot. Just farm some money. Money. It's a drag. Oh, that's right. We got our jester buddy here. Let's take him. Let's get him some experience. We don't need money that much. We got 91,000. We're fine. Ooh, that's something special. Don't know if I like it though, so maybe not. I like this right here. Extra HP for a Vestal, less damage. We're not really using Vestals to do damage, so that's where we're going. So we've got our crack team. Let's sort by class, just to kind of see what classes I might need here. Got plenty of frontline peeps, which is really nice. We do have 2 Vestals already. Looks like we do not have a Hellion. So let's grab a Hellion to replace the one that we are missing. We do have 2 extra blueprints for districts. I think we should identify which one we're going to go for next. Obviously we have the Vintners, which definitely cuts down on how stressful the Crimson Curse is, which is huge. Just because it's really hard to get, I want to get the House of the Yellow Hand. I want 100 portraits. I want to make that happen. So let's just trade away all my stuff. See how close we can get right now. Not close enough is obviously going to be the answer. But it's a start. It's a very, very tiny start. You can get it to 39. Alright, so we're only 60 portraits away. Oh, that's horrifying. Okay, I think they're good on equipment. I mean, we don't need anything super crazy. Let's just check where they're at skill-wise. That's fine. Yeah, that's good. I'm not super worried about upgrading to the second tier here until really they hit level 2. I just haven't found it super necessary. It's helpful. It is super helpful, but not necessary. So let's just make sure we got the right stuff equipped. Demon pull hands from the abyss. You know, we're gonna take off hands from the abyss, and we're gonna toss on this vulnerability hex. Raven not here. She's hanging back. She can cure herself of blight and bleed. That's big. Oh, she's just having all the fun at range. Let's actually take off the daggers and toss on Shadow Fade. Just because I know there's guys here that are going to move us around. Let's allow us to change it up again. Because we might need our Jester here to remove some stress. So I want ways that we can still capitalize on that. It requires him moving back a position. And he doesn't have any ways of moving back on his own, so we need her to be able to move forward. So I think to do that, the best thing to do is with lunge. It's going to move her all the way forward, but that's okay. She can then Shadow Fade to move herself backwards, because that's only one spot. Yeah. And then, of course, our man-at-arms in front. Regular smash. We got a knockback. And then he's just buffing my team, debuffing the enemy. I kind of think taking the guard ally might be more useful right now, because he's already sitting on 30% protection. This is going to give him another 30%, which is kind of stupidly good. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do that. Alright, make sure everybody's got some goodies to play with. They don't have to be particularly good ones, but they should have something. Nothing. You to death by the Crimson Curse. Stress. What disease does he have that's giving him a speed boost? Oh, Crimson Curse. Ha! That's funny. Yeah, why not? Let's give him this Book of Constitution. And then we'll give him the Rat Carcass. Obviously, that's something that I think is going to just bounce around among our cursed friends here. So we have 2 people cursed. It's a medium trip. So we'll need a full stack of food. Full stack of torches. I'm going to take a second shovel just in case. For some reason 3 always seems like a really good number for like our backup stuff. Holy water, because the runes have a lot of curios to interact with. There's not a whole lot of blight there. There's a decent amount of bleed, but I'm not super worried about it. So I think that's it. I think that's good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, good point. For those of you who missed our podcast this last weekend, we spent honestly a good 45 minutes just talking on Darkest Dungeon. So if you're ever wondering, hey, what is Matt doing? What is going on? Check out the latest episode of our podcast. Just came out this last weekend. I don't remember what episode it is, 40-something. But it was posted on March, 23, 24, and we spent a good bit of time going over Darkest Dungeon and kind of what is going on with it. We don't go as deep into it as we could have. We could have gone on for, honestly, at least another hour doing just Darkest Dungeon stuff. But want to keep our recordings at our normal, comfortable podcast length, so we didn't go on forever. Yeah, dude, settle down. You'll be fine. So yeah, check that out. It gives you a little bit more idea of what's going on. We did not get into the various classes even as much as I was initially thinking we might. But we do get a little bit of another person's overview on what happens in the stressful hole that is the Darkest Dungeon. Come on. He's in back. 3 dudes walk past it. It hits him. It's going to be a pretty straightforward one, too. Just explore the room. So we ignore that one. Just go around the room. Okay. Hey, he's wasting finally. There you go. Now you're normal. It's going to be one of those weird tracks where I'm going through and it feels like my torches use themselves up really fast, isn't it? That's what this is. Get out of here with that noise. Nice dodge, little rookie. Good job. So that's it. Use the damage debuff. Do really like the occultists for their debuff potential. It's become one of the things that I feel I have to kind of evaluate more often as I'm going through. So Vestals are great at keeping the whole party topped up because they have that group heal option. Occultists are great because you've got Reconstruction, which is the biggest single heal in the game. So yeah, it could do 0. It could also do a whole bunch. In fact, once you add that up a little bit on a ranks for the skill, every time you rank it up, the max potential healing goes up. So you can very quickly do a whole lot of healing in short order. I've seen it crit for like 35 healing, which is ridiculous, but also super useful if you get crit, and then hopefully you don't need to heal as often. You're only healing when it's super necessary. No, let's do that. We'll pull them forward. But what's really nice with these guys is they have these 2 different debuffs. So you've got the Weakening Curse and the Vulnerability Hex. Now, neither one does a ton of damage. We got a 90% reduction on damage on the Vulnerability. 75% on weakening. They're not meant to do a lot of damage. But the weakening curse does give you a 6% bonus to crit, so you're not doing a lot, but you could crit on that small amount of damage, so you could still do something good. And it cuts the enemy's damage down by a third, which is just stupid. And it's stacked because it lasts for 3 rounds. You could hit a guy, the same guy, with it twice, and he's doing 1/3 of the damage he normally does. On heavy hitters, on bosses, that's a big deal. That's awesome. And obviously it does kind of step ladder itself, so it's possible it's going to go down. But I mean, at the very least, you're looking at 3 rounds of less damage, so you can kind of bring yourself back if you're having a rough time.
A singular strike.
Nice. The other nice one for them is that vulnerability hex, so much less damage, but that one is a huge dodge debuff. So this has like no extra guild ranks on it. We haven't upgraded it. It's minus 16 dodge, and it's pretty much always going to hit. So I really like using those when we find those different enemies floating around here on quests that have a naturally occurring like 18, 20 dodge. It's like, no, screw that, not happening. Sometimes I'll use it on bloodsuckers. I don't usually find a need to.
Continue the onslaught.
That was unnecessary, but okay. Oh boy. See, now we gotta pull out all that healing that we're sitting on back there. Look at that, 10 points, boom. Something you're not getting out of Vestal. Yeah, he's bleeding, 1 point. Woo, don't care.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
It's just like when we cause 1 point to bleed, I really don't care. It doesn't really matter. It's not actually doing anything to help me.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Everybody clap your hands. Heal yourself. Look at that. 18. That's almost as much health as he has at maximum. It's just silly.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end. A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Yeah, we are running low on torches in a big hurry. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna say we do another room here. So that's 2 combats. And then we're gonna have to camp. Just in terms of rationing our light, we've got to figure out a good spot to camp, and I think that's the best one. not enough damage to really make any of those worthwhile.
Executed with impunity.
The other nice thing on the occult is on his vulnerability hex. So with the Shieldbreaker DLC, there's now stealth as a new monster-only ability. Essentially makes them untargetable except by multiple target abilities. That cuts through stealth so I can target them, and then it removes stealth. So that's huge, and even better for marking parties. So for parties with Houndmasters, Bounty Hunters, anything that gets a bonus damage against a marked target, it marks the target. So, big deal.
Back to the pit. The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden. Another one falls.
Another one bites the dust.
Success so clearly in view.
And another one's gone, and another one's gone.
Of the light.
Hey, a map. I also feel weird. I don't really appreciate finding maps until you hit these mid-level dungeons. So Apprentice, it doesn't really matter. Like, we already knew what we were doing. But when you start getting dungeon quests that might still be, hey, 90% of rooms, and you've got way more rooms than you need. Like, you know there's going to be backtracking involved. When you can see where those combats are and avoid them, so that way you don't run out of health or you don't overly stress yourself, that's a big deal. Just put a deposit down on a castle in Ireland for my wedding. Congratulations, dude. It's gonna be a party.
Inspiration.
Also, props for a non-conventional destination wedding. Everybody wants to go to, you know, Hawaii or somewhere tropical. No, don't do that. Go somewhere that has just like a ton of amazing history. So, my personal props to you, sir, for choosing Ireland. Really, anywhere in the UK, I'd be happy. Yeah, you know what? You guys got a decent amount of stealth, and I don't like you. Stealth. Decent amount of dodge. You had a decent amount of stealth. I couldn't do anything about it.
Decimated.
But I can remove your dodge, and then my man-at-arms can still hit you. Huzzah. Ow. And I didn't get a chance to mention it on the podcast, but one of the nice things about jesters is their ability to remove stress. So as we saw there with him, a nice little ability, removes some stress right off the top. So 10 stress, gone. So he's 10 stress less. Also gives him a buff for a percentage less stressed for the next 3 rounds.
This is how a life.
And he can use that on himself too. So, some great stress management going on right there. Does she... Oh, because he's right up in front there. Haha. True story. Okay, well, I guess just have a drink then. I did not realize that she basically can't do anything in that position. That's awkward. Hey, there's some portraits. That's what I'm talking about.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and
Don't have
insidious
room for
killer.
money.
Circle in the dark.
Ah, I felt a sneeze coming on there. Let's see what we got. Mockery, don't need. Companion, better accuracy and crit. Might be worthwhile to put that on our man-at-arms here. Otherwise, he can just give himself some more protection and damage. And we can actually count combats. There are no combats. So, not worried about it at all. I mean, really, let's just prevent a nighttime ambush. And then let's go ahead. Oh, we can only do the supply item once. Okay, well that's no fun. Yeah, there's really nothing else for me to do. Yeah, that's it. We're just walking through. There's nothing to fight. Because if we want to fight anything, we got to go down here, and then it's two combats. Basically for nothing. There's going to be backtracking involved anyways.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
So we'll just
Paid for in
head
blood.
through the hallways, grab all the curios worth interacting with.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
The only thing we're ever going to need our shovels for is interacting with things. We're not going to need herbs at all, so we'll toss those.
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Close, but not quite. Hey, free torch. Use it. Nothing else to do with it. And then we continue our walking simulator. Because that's basically all this is at this point. Yep. What are you doing? Walking down a hallway. That's basically about it. Good job. Yeah, that's good. That's it.
The great ruins belong to us, and we will find whatever secrets they hold.
Alright, so something that could have been a lot worse than it ended up being, that was not too bad. That was pretty solid. Levels for everybody. Our man-at-arms is now a veteran. He'll only visit the brothel because he's got a love interest. Bonus speed. Nice.
I can still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor. But I was dead before they found me. And the letter was on its way.
Alright, we've done a pretty good job working through stuff. So we've taken out the second level necromancer. That's very nice. Champion here. Not quite getting there. Not yet. I think we do probably need to work on getting through the courtyard. So let's find a courtyard team here. Do we only have the one jester? We do only have the one jester, which is unfortunate. Having that stress relief while going through the courtyard is kind of clutch. Take a Vestal. And I kind of like having a flagellant because everything in there bleeds. So being able to exploit that is very nice. Let's take a Houndmaster. We can make that work. A Feast of Blood. Alright. So let's get this team figured out here. So he's obviously going to be sitting up front. Purge clears corpses. That's good. He'll mark himself. Also reduces some of his own stress, so that's good. I like that. And then we got a self-heal with a bunch of resists. Also nice. Ooh. I think Intimidate's going to be big. So I don't think there's a lot of stress in there. But the debuff on both damage done and protection, that's big. I think we need to take that and we drop Solemnity. I think that's going to have to happen. Yeah. On our Flagellant, I think he's good. So, I mean, we can hit everything. He's got his own heal. We've got a heal for other people in the party. So I think he's good. Houndmaster, what do we got? Obviously our main, like, attack there. Target Whistle. Another mark. Removes protection. Cry Havoc. I wonder if that's on the party. That might be. That might be something for us to grab. I think we'll grab that since the target whistle isn't going to be as useful. So we'll swap that out, I think. Everything else looks pretty good. He might get pulled forward, so then we got the stun. Healing. Bash, which we don't really need. Judgment would be more useful, but I think she's going to be healing the whole time. So we got the stun. And then the two main heals. Okay. So we can do that. So we want Intimidate. Boom. Ravenot. Good. Croc here, though, we want Cry Havoc. We'll swap that out like so. Yep, so he's good. Up that, so it's 120% base, which is big because there are some good stun resistant enemies out there. Yeah, we might as well grab Judgment. We got plenty of cash. She's more likely to need that than she is her mace. The blacksmith, and we can actually upgrade her gear as well. You're not able to upgrade weaponsmithing because we are working on our portraits. So that is okay. Ooh, another shield breaker. Tempting. I think I actually want the highwayman though, because we don't have one right now, do we? We do have one. One lonely highwayman. Or another grave robber, and I love me some grave robbers. I think we're taking a grave robber. Yeah. Thank you.
Those with a keen eye, gold gleams like a dagger's point.
Increased healing, increased accuracy. Oh, that's huge. Huge. Yeah, I don't even need Dismas's head for that. I don't care about the damage. That's awesome sauce. Let's see. Hunmaster here. Bonus stun chance in case we need it. Scouting chance. Just kind of irrelevant. Does give us trap disarm, which isn't bad. But I think in the courtyard, dodge is probably going to be more useful for us. So we'll take that one, swap it out. Here. Boom, max HPs. Boom. Much more useful. 95% on the curse. So she's not moving unless I want her to. Got a nice bleed resist as well. Disease is not ideal, especially since Crimson Curse is considered as a disease, but nobody's perfect. Alright. Onward. And of course, we need just a little bit of everything in here. Take a few torches. Definitely need some blood. Holy water will be useful. I'm actually not sure about the bandages. Yeah, why not? So the courtyard is one of those weird areas. So most of the dungeons, you know, you can kind of see where other rooms are. You can plan out your path. Excuse me. We can't do that in the courtyard. So we can see where we've been, but we don't know what's next until we get there. Why do I feel like we retreated from a battle here? Because we did. Because we did. Cool. Well, the good news is we can use those dog treats right away. And get some bleed going from afar. The other good news is we gave her judgment so she can hit the back row. Haha. Also good that we can hopefully keep building up that bleed over time. Because right now it's not going to do a whole lot of anything. He's relatively resistant to the stun. But even a little bit is good. So we can't hit that row right now. But then Intimidate is going to be big. So he's got a pretty good resistance to debuff. But if we can lower his damage and his protection. Oh! Yes! Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Yep, and you're moving back. Get out of there. He's not able to do anything else that would actually hit. So he's just going to keep that intimidate going. If nothing else, it should encourage this dude to focus on him. Plus 45 dodge while he's back there. Jesus. Alright, and then of course this is where that party heal comes in really, really handy and necessary. I'm okay with the Lurking Fear. I just want him to stay close enough that we can hit him with this. That 4-point bleed. That's going to be big. Just kind of keep working him.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
Oh, that is fine. No worries. Yeah, use the other dog treat. Because that's big. Look at that. 50% extra damage. Let's do it up. Yeah, you go to town on that leopard. Go nuts. Whatever you want to do, mate. You can exsanguinate here, so this is going to heal him for a bunch. It's also, look at that bleed. Look at that. 6 points per round. Oh, he resisted. What a punk. What a dirty punk. Alright, so we're not going to hit him. He's got way too much dodge. Oh, yeah, so it does hit everybody, and that is just a % chance for everybody. That's pretty cool. Looks like it doesn't affect him. Alright, that was his second action, which is actually ideal. That's perfect. Because then our Vestal can still do her group heal and bring everybody back. Now, unfortunately, we did miss that big attack up front. Oh, and we're again. Less ideal.
From becoming unwound.
Yep. Have a bandage. Just do a straight heal on yourself. So we've got a chance to exsanguinate, but I want to do a oh, actually the damage is the same, isn't it? 2 to 4. 2 to 4. Yeah, okay, damage is the same. Then let's do the one that heals you. And gives them the bigger bleed. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, bring in the corruption, dude. Stress me out.
On the brink, facing the abyss.
Judgment, some damage, and some self-heal. So one of the reasons, obviously, why bleed is so good on this dude Same reason for Blight, but Blight's harder to get, is because he has those 2 actions, so every time he takes an action, that bleed hits him.
Preservation is paramount at any cost.
Ah. I need to give her just a little bit of heal. Is that 3? I just need to hit him once. Ah, damn it. We were so close. Alright, so we need to guard. I can't guard. I'm not going to be able to hit him. So let's just buff myself. So there's a chance our Vestal dies. Or he focuses on the leper and we're okay. Alright. I like that. That's good. Ah, pass is not good. Come on, his dodge isn't that good, everybody. Let's hit him. Hit him. There we go.
The onslaught. Destroy.
Nailed him. Alright, so we got some money, some onyx. Tin flute.
Pride precipitates.
Wow. That's pretty sweet. I like that. Gonna heal that so that way she doesn't die.
If only treasure could staunch the flow.
Bonus bleed chance for the flagellant. So let's give him that. Since we're not worried about the blade or the bleed, he can be as low as he wants. Awesome. That is some pretty sweet stuff we got going. Now we are in the rough spot that because as the courtyard there isn't any camping, it just saves your progress. And there's not a whole lot good happening here. Like if we go anywhere, somebody's gonna die. So I think we're gonna call that quest done. We killed the crocodilian. And we'll come back another week with different people. Or the same people, because that was actually a pretty solid group setup. But that was definitely not a money-making venture by any means.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Alright, so let's get some people some much needed stress relief. Alright, that should cover all of them. New people worth grabbing? Not really. Not really. If we look at our non-stressed people, we got some more youngins. Doesn't really matter where we go all that much. The Weald or the Warrens. We haven't been to the Warrens much. It's only level 3. So, I think we go there. Because we're not getting portraits at any place we go, so that doesn't really matter either way. Money's the same. So yeah, that seems fine. 90% of rooms. Okay. Let's do it. Take a stack of food, stack of torches. couple shovels. Let's see, warrens are very resistant to blight, so unfortunately our shield bearer is going to be a little less effective. Also means we should take some anti-venom and some herbs because everything's dirty as heck. I think that's good. So we'll get there. Obviously, you know, some of the game is a grind. You have to grind out those levels so we can have the party at the level we need to do what needs to be done.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must
Okay, 90%. So we can for sure miss one room, maybe two. So I'm thinking some kind of zigzag pattern, like we go up, come back down, and swing around like that. So we'll probably miss this room. I think that's going to be the most efficient. Let's see what we got.
Watch your step.
She's starting with stress. Why is she starting with stress? Oh, because she's a rookie. That is why. She's a level 0 going on a level 1 quest. It's okay, she's got this. I have faith in you. Bleed, or do we shoot everything? I think bleed's the bigger one. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, so let's see what our rookie brought with her. If it bleeds. Nice. We've also got Breakthrough, which is her move forward. Yop, Stun, and the debuff. Again, a nice debuff. Minus 20% damage, minus 15 dodge, which is great, but we don't really need it on either of these guys. And then just her regular attack. I think we stack on the bleed. Yeah, so now he's got 4 points of bleed. Yeah, that's solid. I'm cool with that. That looks good. Yeah, let's hit the back row.
Devastating blow.
Oof.
Blurred vision.
Big hit.
End approaches. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Crushing it. Well, nobody's guarded, so that's not a concern. But we pull somebody forward, make him an easier target.
Compassion
There we go, that nice big heal.
pitch of battle.
Always good.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Alright, good job, team. Let's cure you. Fantastic. You don't need a bandage, you're fine. Quit your belly aching. First hit. This is why we got the vintners first, because everybody's a frickin' vampire. Ridiculous. What? Like I said, everybody's a vampire.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Heal.
Sedated.
So the big difference here between Pierce, which is kind of her basic moves are forward, also isn't full damage. So it's got a damage reduction mod. This Adder's Kiss is full with a crit boost. And a chance for Blight. Wow, got it. Sweet. Ba-da-dum. Ba-da-dum bum. Ba-da-dum bum bum. Ya-da-dum bum. Ba-da-dum bum bum ba-dum bum. Oh, that's the self debuff. Debuff self. Not as useful then. That's disappointing. Well, at least we know that Blight will finish off that first sycophant by himself.
A momentary abatement.
There we go.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
The crate is empty. Alright, empty room. Alright, so we'll just carry on. Again, this is a short one, so there's no camping. Which is always kind of interesting. I kind of appreciate the medium length quests more, because you don't have to camp. You have the ability to camp. And I think that's a very important distinction. You don't ever have to actually use the firewood to camp. It's usually in your best interest to do so because of your camping skills that you can't otherwise use. But you never have to use them. I mean, you can actually just like toss the firewood. Pile of bones. Bloodthirsty. Fantastic. Yeah, you never have to actually camp. So I haven't done it often, but sometimes I will actually toss out firewood if I think I can make it through, whatever's left of a dungeon without needing to. Because it also uses up an inventory slot, so that's, heirlooms or loot that you're not bringing back with you. And I like that. That's a nice, strategic decision to force you to make. So I also really, really appreciate it forcing that decision on you. Open that dude up. Get that pig. Yeah. Get him out of here. Well, that was not very nice. Yeah, let's do Hands of the Abyss. That's what you get. That's what you get. Shot to the face. Wonderful.
Unnerved,
Oh, you don't like him up there. But get it back and get away. That's funny. Oh, baby heal. Baby heal. Oh wow, she actually can't. But you can hit him with it if it bleeds. If she hits. There we go. Pull him forward a little bit. Come and join the party. And die. These guys are cleaning house. Very nice. Whoa, money! Look at that. Ruby, sapphire. It's like going shopping for an engagement ring. Rubies and sapphires everywhere. And if you try and sell them, you get way less back than what you spent on it. Alright, so we gotta look at one more room. We can either do a combat, or we can just walk over here and not have combat. So obviously we're taking the not combat. Hey, there's some portrait. Like that. Bam. That is it for that quest.
The swine folk's labyrinth may yet prove to be navigable.
Not a lot of treasure there, but it's okay. And we also got the quest reward, so that's another 3 grand, so it's basically like 6. Anemic. Bleed resist. That's not particularly good.
Surplus. A rare and wonderful
Nice.
thing.
All right. So we are going to come back and do some more. We're going to take a quick break just so I can hit the bathroom and then grab some more coffee. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes. And we're back. Alright, so nothing super crazy in town. Probably should take our highwayman and let him get rid of some of that stress. Let's convert all our stuff to portraits since that's kind of what we're doing right now. So we're halfway there. Halfway there. Plague Doctor and an Abomination. I think we have either one of those right now. We don't. Really want a Plague Doctor? I like the Abomination. I don't think we need one right now. So we'll leave that space open. Ooh, Sun Ring. So Sun Rings are really nice on lepers. Defeat the Shrieker to recover 8 of your lost trinkets. I don't think that's feasible for us right now. Maybe. I mean, he is champion level, and we only really have one champion level person. I think we're actually better heading back here, since that team is ready to go. Leper, Flagellant, Beastmaster. Boom. Let's just double check their equipment again. So you guys got some accuracy and crit, so that's good. Let's see. Do we have anything better for him? I mean, the death blow resist is kind of amazingly huge, so I like keeping that. No, that's fine. Ba-dum-bum. Protection. Yeah, see, and he needs dodge because he's never going to have protection, so I don't want to do anything that lowers his dodge. Yeah, I think that's as good as it's going to get. So, is what it is. If anything, we can just hit the guild, make sure everybody's got skills where they need them. Upgrade his stuff. We don't actually have purge up. What does increasing purge do? Increases accuracy. And oh, it also increases the knockback chance. But I'm not that worried about it because mostly we're using that to clear corpses, so that's fine. Don't care. Don't care. Onward to the courtyard. Did I get any hardware yet for the computer? For the computer, no. I am actually looking at later this year. We'll be upgrading the computer a little bit, so we'll add. Oh, we don't need all that. Don't need all that food either. We will be upgrading the computer with a new processor. We're going to upgrade to an i7, currently running on an i5 right now, so that will be upgraded. We'll also be upgrading with that i7. We're going to add some water cooling to the processor, and I am using a ROG Formula motherboard. So we'll also water cool then the MOSFETs as well. So that's the plan this year. If something amazing happens and I get extra money somehow, we'll probably expand that. I'd also like to grab an Elgato. I've heard just amazing things about it, especially in terms of streaming. Takes a lot of load off of both the graphics card and the processor. So I'd love to grab one of those if I can, but we will see if that is in the cards. Yeah, the other hardware, not yet. We have the center stone. So since I am designing my hardware, the center stone is paid for separate from the rest of the ring itself. So the center stone is bought and paid for, and the jeweler is holding on to that for me for safekeeping. And then after the house closing, we will get the rest of the ring finalized in terms of design, and we'll start that process and get that going. So we'll get there. That is a long hallway. Good Lord. Yeah, GG, no kidding. How many fights could there possibly be in this one long hallway? He says before everybody dies. Alright, well, we got this here, and I think we smack it with... Okay, we do, yes. We smack it with a shovel, and we get 12 crests and some food. I don't know why food is in a potted plant, but we're going to take it. Oh boy. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, can I... They can be stunned. Excellent. Stun them. I didn't really want to stun that little dude, so that did not work as intended. Alright, so he's got 18. He's taken 6. So I want to do at least 12. Nice! Alright, so that's one less to worry about. Which is big because they do a lot of damage. Oh dear.
The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
Look at that. 8, 8, 7, 6. 2 stuns. Brutal. Really, that stun is really what does you in. So when they hit you with that, I mean, it removes like all of your dodge, and you're probably gonna bleed. But the stun doesn't give you the chance to react.
The ground quakes.
All right, so that guy's done. He's out of here. These chevaliers out.
The tide turns.
Oh, trust me, I'm aware that you are bleeding. Don't you worry. I am fully aware of that.
Continue
Oh! Oh, that was wonderful. That is fantastic. Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Good times never seem so good.
eradicated.
Yes. Excellent. Alright, so that went a lot better than I was expecting. We're actually doing okay. Hey, creepy lady. How you doing? You want some blood? Blood for treasure, heck yeah. Bonus on healing skills. What? There's no blood hidden in the middle of nowhere. However, you're going to take this charm here to up your healing skills, because you're going to be doing that a lot. Alright. So let's eat the dog treat. Try and bring that Chevalier down as fast as we can. Oh! Horror!
The birthplace of dread.
3 stress per round. That's unfortunate. Oh, and the crit on the judgment. That's awesome sauce right there. Right, I think we're gonna be okay, everybody. I think we're okay. I mean, that's not ideal. Yep. Alright, so he's got 6. He's going to take 4 damage. So you go ahead and lick your wounds. Yep. So then the bleed will kill him. That's fine. You're perfectly fine. What was that? Plus 25% damage, plus 4 speed. And it lowers accuracy. Wow, that's really good.
A momentary abatement.
Alright, so let's rock the party heals then.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Alright, so she's basically just a buffer. It's fine, we can work with that. Oh, aren't you so vicious and pretty? Oh no, this today remember it's just a random change. Okay. Got it. The thirst.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Get her out of there. Hey! Leave him alone. Clearing out the corpses. Let's give out a little heal there.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Rapturous. Which of course is fine. I mean, it's not all that crazy for him. It is a big bleed though. Hey! Don't hit him. It's counterproductive. I feel like that's the biggest insult to injury, is that when you start like tweaking out, you hit your own party members. It's like, whoa! Time out! Why did you think that was a good idea?
A faint hope blossoms.
I'll use that. We got a bunch of food. Let's use some of that food there for a little bit. Alright, so we got our long hallway. Did that. Now it's either northeast or south. Northeast or south. What are we thinking? We've been pretty clear so far in going south. That's kind of worked out for us, so I think let's keep that up. Let's keep going south. It is also another medium length hallway, so we got that. I think we are also at the point where our Houndmaster is going to start doing some stress relief, like on the regular here. So I think that's something we'll have to look at as we get to the latter half of the courtyard. Smack it with a shovel.
Wealth
Hey,
beyond
got some
measure.
portraits.
Awarded reserved to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Also, I realize it may sound like it, but smack it with a shovel is not, you know, a tip to live by for life. Just saying. Seeing no reaction, you pilfer the creature's belongings. What kind of horrible person are you? Some corpse eaters and a slavering ghoul. Sounds lovely. Whoa, crit heal. Nice. Howl, I'm pretty sure that's some stress. Oh yeah.
The abyss returns even the boldest gaze.
Need a big heal up. Okay, so no heal for you. Heal the Houndmaster. He appreciates me.
A death by inches.
Not giving me the cold shoulder. Douche.
Decimated.
Alright, so I like that. So it's not as big of a stress heal as the Jester, but it potentially can hit the whole party. So I think that's a big deal. I think that's really big. Self-bleed to heal the other one for 2 points a round. We're going to do that on the leper because he needs as much healing as he can get right now, and he's being a dick about it. Of course, now he's going to freak out. Well, of course he's fearful. He just had a skull thrown at his head. I'd be fearful too. Be like, what the hell was that? Somebody just threw a skull at my head.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
6 stress per round. He's getting more stress than I can even heal right now. Can I stun him? Not bloody likely. Just try and drop him as fast as I can then, I guess.
Pitch of battle.
Ah, not the pass.
Reeling, gasping, taken over the edge into madness.
Dude, not cool. What did we say about hitting our friends? Don't do it. I mean, I like your extra speed. I'm liking that. I mean, he's taking 10 damage now.
Sedated.
Let's mitigate the wasting from the curse. Alright, and that should kill him. Yeah, there we go.
Does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
You don't have enough room. Well, I don't have any debuffs to use the herbs on. Definitely not seeing anything for the key. But there's nothing here that is gonna poison me. So apparently some laudanum is not a bad idea for the courtyard. Alright, so we want to take these guys out. See if we can hit that dude. Yep, so he'll guard, but the bleed will take him out next round, so we could ignore him. What about... You know what? I'm already marked. So let's just give ourselves some extra protection.
The horror.
God. Killing me, bro. Let's take out the mosquito because he hits pretty hard. Summon the fish? What the hell? Oh, because you're irrational. I was gonna say, what the hell are you going on about, dude? He doesn't even know. That's why. He's clueless. Okay.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Alright, the dance starts. Time to do some damage. Oh, excellent dodge, dude. Yeah, I got it. There, now you're fine. Everything's good again.
Obliterated.
Crush the courtesan. It demands all of the blood. It's kind of what the deal is. But now the mosquito is done, so we can ignore him. I'm thinking we probably call this quest after this fight, so I'm not going to worry about the stress. We'll just worry about taking out this last guy. We're also definitely not going to be able to stun him. So we'll just do all the damage we can. Take him out.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Here we go.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Alright, so that's not bad progress. I mean, if there's one thing we've been learning about the courtyard is you're probably only going like 3 rooms at a time. And then you suffer the stress of defeat.
Ignorance of your enemy and of yourself will invariably lead to defeat.
It is 15,000 when you take out the Baron, though, which is going to be kind of big. Chipped tooth for the flagellant, plus 20% max HP and 35% move resist. That's huge. What a mess. What a mess.
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final, crowning thing. I could not look, nor could I look away.
Puts your service to the test. Alright, so get everybody over there. We got some more crests that we can turn into portraits. It's only 5, but it's something. Slowly, slowly. That's actually really good for the antiquarian. Bonus debuff chance. She's got some good debuffs. Dark crown, less stress if it is really dark, and a bonus virtue chance. It's decent, but we don't ever want to be in that position. Oh, and we get 4 portraits there. Okay, yeah, we're going to the cove. That's happening. So let's get the little people. The little people. Let's actually take the antiquarian with us, since we're getting something for her anyways. She may as well make herself useful, right? Alright, we'll take our man-at-arms here. Is he... Oh, he's our back row man-at-arms. So he's got to be back there. Which means we need somebody in front. Cove is pretty resistant to bleed. And as much as I would like to take a shield bearer, it's a long quest. I really don't want that, so we're going to take our crusader. Actually also makes me think that the antiquarian is probably not the best choice. So she's going to stay at home like a good girl. We might take an arbalist. That battlefield bandage could be good, or more likely we take one of our occultists here. I think we'll do that, because then he can still give us some healing, and then we need somebody here in the second slot. Like that. Alright, so we are heading to the cove. Got a Hero's Ring, Crusader's Crest, solid. Kind of like having the battle heal on him. Having that extra heal just in case, not a bad idea. An Inspiring Cry actually probably going to be really useful, given that it's a long one, so having the extra extra stress relief is going to be big. So she's giving us some extra stun chance, which is very nice. Definitely want the poison darts available. I actually might want toxin trickery too. We'll have to take a look at that. Everybody else should be fine, because he's just going to be buffing and protecting constantly. Bonus hit points, bonus protection, bonus dodge, bonus healing received. Yeah. Okay. So we can go over here to the survivalist. He's got 4, he's got 4. He does not have 4. Bonus damage. There. So stunning blow for the guys who we can stun will be a big deal. Cures blight and bleed. And blight's really powerful here, but in order for her to blight, we need to move back. Or he needs to move forward. little tricky when we do it like that. I think we'll roll with what we got. I think we've got enough. We'll be okay. I do want a ton of food. I am going to take 2 full stacks of torches. Because it's a long mission and you never know. We'll take some extra holy water. And we need some blood. Take 4. Take some bandages. I'd like to take a key, given that it's a long quest. The odds of us finding a secret room are pretty good. But also because it's a long quest, I don't think I can justify the that extra inventory space. So we don't need to explore all the rooms. We just need 90%. So I think we need to ignore this one. This room doesn't exist. So I think we go west. We hit up maybe both of those. Because then we can come back, hit this one, ignore that one, come back down, and then work on the bottom. That's what I'm thinking. See how well it works out.
A handsome reward.
Oh, keeping it for yourself because you're a klepto. Super. Good to know. What? How am I surprised? Oh, for God's sakes. Well, it's good to know we're starting off this quest with a shit show.
A singular strike. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay, well then I guess inspiring everybody. Inspiring one person. Important distinction. Targets one, not the party. Less useful than we were expecting, but we'll make do. We will make do.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Continue the onslaught.
Alright, one down.
Destroy them all. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Down he goes. Alright, let's fix the party. There we go. What a way to start, huh? Good curio, at least. I know good things happen with that. Let's lower the damage that this guy's gonna do.
A devastating blow.
And the nice thing with that double toss is that lowers bleed resist, so that makes them a little easier to bleed
Decimated.
as we get there. Everybody's dodging speed.
Well struck.
Little accuracy and crit for everybody.
Dazed, reeling, about to break. Their formation is broken.
2 for the price of 1. Oh, big heal. Loving it.
Eradicated. Success so
Food, loot, all the
Or
good
is it
stuff.
merely a trick of the light?
Aura of strength. Plus 18% damage until camp. That is some awesome sauce.
Packs laden with loot.
Alright, so try and be a little stingy with our torches. Just because there's so many rooms. Oh, God. How could you miss them both?
A powerful blow.
Yeah, it was. Nearly offed both of those guys with one shot. Which would have been awesome. Kind of thinking a stun.
Decisive pummeling.
Crushed by justice. That is just like the best call. That's awesome. Yep, some healing. Yeah, let's just do damage. It's not a lot. And we can stun him every other round. Yeah, you're fine. You're good. Just keep buffing the accuracy and the crit. There we go, and now she can hit the shaman. There we go. No more stress. Both debuffs, so yeah. Now he's doing 64% less damage. He's doing nothing. I mean, I'm also not doing much damage because he's got 33% protection, but details.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Unlocked and trapped. Alright, so my goal here is that we can check out this western set of rooms before we have our first night of camping. That's my goal. Something odd about the coral. Holy water? No? Just touch it? Nothing? It is also almost lunchtime. That is also very true. And we'll try and run through this quest, and then that will be it for the day. I say you're gonna keep it, aren't you? Sure are. My klepto grave robber. Well, we got some treasure in the next room, so got that going for us. Barnacle crested chests. Use a shovel. Rid of the anti-venom. Then we'll drop the 25 gold. We'll live without it. We've seen that group before. Yeah, he doesn't even have a horrible chance to hit. 80 and 78? How did he miss that the first time? Because he's trash. That's why. Because he is trash. Oof. Damage ramping up on our Crusader, so we need to... well, I can't heal him if he's not taking any actions. Frustrating. Did I just say he's got 80% protection? Yeah. Alright, so he's taking no damage. That's basically what's happened.
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all.
Cannot bear the weight of keeping you all alive. That's funny. Nice crit heal. Needed that. Ooh, got some more blood, some more onyx. Got some portraits. That's big. We're dropping the busts. bust of us. Alright, let's go up. Use a couple torches. I don't think I can do anything with the coral. Maybe it uses herbs or something, or a bandage. Alright, nothing there. That's good. Let's check out this one to the south. Then we'll have camping night 1.
Mind that such missteps are the
Ah, free torch. Nice. Another onyx. Awesome. I like free money. Free money is good money. Another stressful fight. Try and... Nice. Remove the stress inducers. You know, you can remove some stress from him. Do that. And then he can take some hits for you. Take a shot. Ow. That hurt. Hurt a wee bit.
masterfully executed.
Weak heal. Super weak. Ow, that's painful.
Annihilated.
I bet you can smell their blood. Hey, a heal for 0. There we go. That's exactly what we wanted. Who needs healing?
This expedition at least promises success.
Alright. So that's going to be camping night 1.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
We'll take a feast. Alright. No nighttime ambush. And then we need to get rid of some stress. Move a disease. She's not diseased, so that's not a problem. Remove mortality debuff, that's going to be good. It also heals 50%, which is kind of big. I think tactics is going to be a bigger use, though. Or he's hopeless, so he chooses not to use it at all. What a dick. And he ignores the second one. Exactly. Like that's the biggest thing is sometimes those afflictions they'll deny the treatment.
A blazing star is born.
It's brutal. I actually had one of those over the weekend on a separate playthrough, where I had somebody afflicted. I was going to remove. They were afflicted and they had a mortality debuff. It's like, oh, cool! I can remove that debuff and give them a little bit of healing, and they denied it. They denied the whole thing. It's like, I hate you so much. Could have been so much better. Like, no, I got this. It's like, no, you don't. You really, really don't. They're surprised. That's something I like to see.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
I'll say I've got almost another party of vampires here, so it really doesn't matter if the grave robber gets cursed at this point. It's the only person who's not afflicted. If anything, I'd kind of be okay finding some more blood in this fight. Yeah, get out of here with that. Yeah, Don't think so. Portrait, blood, holy water, and some crest too. Why not? Why not?
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
She's just stealing all my stuff. I think she's taking like 12 crests at this point. Alright, this one will be a little more interesting. Wow! Slow down. Yeah, get rid of him.
Precision and power.
Yeah, I need to be doing some healing. Bigger healing than that. What is that debuff? Speed and dodge. Okay. Ow!
As life ebbs,
Dick!
terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves. The ground quakes.
Jeez.
A momentary abatement. Another abomination cleansed
Oi.
our lands.
Getting vicious. You know what, let's go. Decided I needed that food. And I wanted the space for the money. Alright, so we're going to ignore this room. So we're going to go over one, and then we'll go back. Hey, free torch. And a Knight's Crest. Well, that's pretty slick. Plus 10% max HP. And he's not super stressed out, so I don't need the hero's ring. Let's drop the skeleton key. There we go. In fact, we could give the hero's ring over here to our grave robber, who is much more likely to get stressed out than the crusader at this point. It's not that dark. They'll get a small buff to accuracy. We'll be fine. Oh, wonderful crit. Love it. Because then I can take him out. Yep, and the mark is fine. We will guard the occultist. Let him do his job. Ah. 21 dodge. So irritating. It's also kind of weird as I'm using my front line, one of my bigger damage dealers, specifically for the purpose of removing stress. A little unconventional. But hey, if it works. If it works. Pick to the face is more accurate. Who'da thunk? Excellent. So he's up to full. Didn't need the crit heal, but not gonna say no. Buffs all around. And we're just letting our grave robber do the damage while we take care of the stress. Or at least manage it a little bit. Alright, so we don't need him. That is a lot of gold. Don't need the hood. Don't need the damage stone. Don't really need any of that. Like, I wouldn't mind taking something, but I don't really need it. All it's going to do is just give us money. And we got a ton of money. We're sitting on a bunch of money here. I think we're okay. Yeah, so scouting ahead, even if we went down there, we're just using a shovel on the obstacle and then a fight. So, happy to skip that. And we do still have that one night of camping if we need it. If we need it. We don't have to use it. We could decide just to drop it. But I think we'll probably end up using it, not this room, but that next one down there. I think we're going to camp. I think that's going to be a good spot to do so. Yep, that's probably a stun. Yep.
Another one falls.
Another one bites the dust. I think overall this party's actually working a lot better than I expected it to. I mean, I figured it'd work out pretty well. I wasn't expecting quite as much synergy between the grave robber and the man-at-arms in the back row. That's working much better than I expected.
Executed with impunity.
How did it come to what? You're doing fine, dude. More barnacles. Give me treasure. We got. Look at all that. Some goodies. Not good eats. Goodies. Good stuff. So let's hop down. There's a thing. Base relief. Holy water? No? Alright, let's just touch it. Clotter. I'm gonna guess it's probably a buff against bleed. 15%. That's awesome. That is fantastic. That also more than makes up for the Crimson Curse making me more susceptible too. Already been looted. Haha. Awesome. Alright, so let's camp here.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable.
Feast. Because we had tons of food. I definitely want to dark... Oh, I can't dark ritual myself. Darn it. Well, if I can't dark ritual myself, I'm not as worried about it. So let's do that Zealous Vigil again. Remove as much stress off of our man-at-arms as we can. He's down to 103. He's getting there. Hey! There we go. 88. Solid. Wound care. Yeah. Oh no, he'll refuse the bandage. But everybody talking to him, he's cool with that. It's clear we are not made to survive this place. We're doing okay so far. Alright, so we definitely need to clear out most of the bottom. We'll go east first.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
No, there is a salve. You're gonna take the blood. Stubborn bastard. Drink it! Ah, I was hoping for the kill. No luck. Well, can take out one at least. Oh, and a dodge. Nice. Very, very nice. And we can lower all of their dodge, which is also great. Well, I would have liked to reduce the gatekeeper's dodge, but apparently that's not happening. But a lunge puts her in position and removes the gatekeeper, so that's good. Big heal. Why you gotta hurt yourself, bro? Don't do that. Don't do it. Another portrait, some more busts, some more blood, more money. Don't need the invite, we're not taking it. We've got a bunch of Baron invites. And once we beat the Baron invites are no good, because then we need, what is it, Viscount? Whatever's after that. Alright. Damage Curio, that's awesome. That's going to be useful. We're going to give that to the Grave Robber, because she's going to make the most out of that. I need to take the Thrall out before he explodes in our faces. Awesome heal. There we go. Everybody slides up. Being very negative. I'm actually not worried about hitting them, so let's just give everybody some dodge. Let's try not to get hit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Boom. Debuff. And a stun. Oh, okay, so stunning him does actually remove the guard off of that too. That's really good to know. Did not realize that before. It makes sense though. Like if you're stunned, you can't actively look out for somebody else. He's gonna do no damage. If he hits. If he hits. Oh! 20-point heal. What a monster.
Victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Yeah, give me that boost. 18% damage. So good. Free torch. There's no blood hidden with the torch. I guarantee it.
Be gone, fiend.
Excellent. It's a great way to start. A stun? Oh no, salty gouge is the bleed. Okay. Yeah, look at these guys. I mean, other than him being a little stressed out, we're fine. We definitely got this. It's a solid party. We gotta remember this one for later on down the line.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Maybe or maybe not so great for a boss, maybe just in terms of damage output, but definitely in terms of survivability, especially on a long quest, this team's got it. really just comes down to stress management with this group, because health is no problem. No problem at all. Yeah, might as well add some more light since there's almost nothing left, right? So looks like we got one room. Another free torch.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Ooh. I have no idea what that does. So presumably after this fight we're done with the quest, but we're gonna check out that curio afterwards. 'Cause that looks pretty sweet. Oh, get out of here with your rending for the old gods. So Clive just hanging out there, tossing out orders and crap. Go left! Buff. What's that one again? Damage, accuracy, and crit. Well, let's remove him from the equation. Oh, good times. Actually can't get back there. Clear space. Bring him into the party. Doing work. Alright, drop the food, because the food's not worth anything to us. We got some bus, a torch. Excellent. Spire's a hero. Dodge and speed. That's pretty cool. I mean, we don't need it anymore, but it's cool.
We will find all
And then 4 more portraits. That was a great portrait collecting mission. And of course, we got a bunch of money. 10 grand in treasure, another 75 for the quest. Nice rare trinket for our antiquarian. Tons of heirlooms. Just look at them go. Just rocking and rolling. Cove Scrounger. The runs. Oof. Okay, well that's a disease we gotta get rid of. Can't have the runs. That's dangerous.
the beating heart of the gambling hall.
Daylight robbery. Gambling hall is locked. But the bar and the brothel are cheaper. Alright, well let's get her to the sanitarium and give her some healing so she doesn't have the runs. And then let's cash in and see how many portraits we can get. Looks like we are not there quite yet. But we are closer. We are much closer. So that is where we will wrap it up for today. As always, thank you everybody for watching. Make sure to follow me on Twitch. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also catch me and Justin every weekend as we talk about games, gaming, and game-related things on our Try Play Better podcast. You can find that on iTunes. It's hosted through Podbean. You should also be able to find it on the Google Play Store and wherever else you catch your podcast. Until next time we stream, which again will be in a couple weeks, because I will be moving and will not have all the streaming stuff set up. Until then, take care.